Reddick strikes out, and Hendriks out of a major jam breaks the bat as Reddick strikes out, and the Astros leave two in scoring position.
So I did not think I was going to post a video today, but here we are. We finally have some baseball news to report on. Liam Hendriks is no longer part of the Oakland Athletics. It's very ironic that I'm wearing this hat because obviously, he was part of the A's, but now he's no longer. But I promise you guys, this was not to rub it in. I was wearing this right as the news was breaking. And also, I was making a second channel. Yes, a second channel is coming. It is going to be called More Fuzzy. I would very much appreciate it if you guys go to the description or the top comment. I'm going to link More Fuzzy. Please go sub to it. If we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of tonight, I might cry. But speaking of might crying, I'm sure Oakland A's fans are joining the party with myself and all of the city of Cleveland because we traded away Francisco Lindor and maybe even Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh because they traded Blake Snell and Josh Bell. And then you also have Yu Darvish going away. So a lot of people are not happy today, but I guess in Cleveland, it's all right because they beat the Browns. Either way, I'm ranting right now. I'm just in a really good mood because I get to talk baseball. Also, there's been reports that a full 162 game schedule is supposed to be in place and that Robert Manfred is about to finalize it. But let's get back to the main topic of today's video, and that is Liam Hendriks, the Australian. A lot of people don't know that he is not American. Maybe just people don't do their research, so they're not interested in Liam Hendriks because he's not on their favorite team. He actually has a pretty cool accent. Listen here.
There's no number. I don't care who's in the box. I'm going to beat that guy in that specific at-bat. I know I'm better than him. I always put it like I'm an egotistical narcissist on the mound when I pitch. Off the field, I feel like I'm relatively humble. I mean, probably not. But I feel like on the mound, like I am better than every single person that is on the other team, and I'm going to prove it to you every single night.
But he just signed a 3-year deal worth $54 million with the Chicago White Sox. So he joins Lance Lynn as the two pitchers that the White Sox have acquired in trades over the offseason so far, which to me is really scary if you are an Indians fan or a Royals fan or a Tigers fan or a Minnesota Twins fan, because the White Sox are not playing around. They're seeing what everyone else are doing. You have the Padres making a splash. You have the Yankees kind of sitting around, but they're the freaking Yankees, so you can't count them out anywhere. So if they want to compete for an American League pennant, they're going to have to make sure that they come with firepower. Lance Lynn and Liam Hendriks are two guys that can really do that job. So if we break the contract down a little bit, the 3 years for $54 million, it's pretty much guaranteed because for the 4th year, there's going to be a $15 million option, and then there's also a $15 million buyout. So either way, he's going to get $54 million. I'll put up the tweet right here from my boy Jeff Passan. But he joins a pretty elite bullpen, in my opinion. You have Cody Hoyer, who throws a 97-mile-an-hour sinker. You have Aaron Bummer, who throws 99 from the left side. But that's not even the worst of that bullpen. You have Garrett Crochet, who can throw 103 from the left side. And also, they just re-signed Marshall. They avoided arbitration. So to me, the two biggest things that the White Sox were lacking in 2020, one, in my opinion, although he did win Manager of the Year, I could be wrong, but their manager was not good at late game decisions. So if he did win, I don't know how, but a lot of White Sox fans were telling me, thank the baseball gods that he is no longer part of the organization. That was the biggest issue. And then number two, the bullpen. The bullpen seemed to cave every now and then. It happened a couple times against the Indians with Jose Ramirez hitting walk-off home runs, but we all know the Indians are not going to be as good. So the White Sox, they're really just gunning for the Minnesota Twins. They want the division lead this year, and they're going to be so much better because since 2015, Liam Hendriks has a combined 3.05 ERA and a 2.51 FIP. And honestly, that doesn't even really describe Liam Hendriks in a nutshell, because for the past 2 years in a row, I would say that he has been the best relief pitcher in all of baseball. In his last 110 innings pitched, he has a combined 1.79 ERA and a crazy 13.1 strikeouts per 9. I would not want to face this guy as a lefty. I would not want to face this guy as a righty, but I'm telling you this right now. The Padres, we all knew that they were up and coming, and a lot of people saying that the White Sox were as well, but maybe they just didn't have all of the pieces in place. Well, let me tell you right now, with the additions of Lance Lynn and Liam Hendriks, the White Sox are absolutely no joke. I'm not saying that they're better than the Astros maybe just yet, because the Astros, if you don't remember, they're getting back Justin Verlander. They're going to have a healthy squad going into the next year. Maybe he'll come back towards the All-Star break, but they're going to be really good. You have the Angels, who might be a surprise team now that they figured out their lineup with Jared Walsh, and they have Dylan Bundy, who had a breakout season. There are going to be so many great teams in the American League that the White Sox just might be able to squeak in and make a decent playoff push, because last year we all saw they pretty much stunk up the joint. It was not fun for the city of Chicago, I guess, unless you're a Cubs fan, because isn't that a rivalry? And I think it's gotten even worse because the White Sox traded for Eloy Jimenez. Now everyone's saying, ha! We got Eloy Jimenez for someone that had a 5 ERA. Was it Jose Quintana? So White Sox fans finally have something to cheer for that is not Luis Robert or Eloy Jimenez or Jose Abreu, but he did just win MVP. So a lot of good things are happening in the city, or the South Side. Do the White Sox play in the South Side? If you're from Chicago, please let me know. But that pretty much sums it up for the White Sox. They have instantly become a better team without really doing all that much. I mean, this is a big deal for a reliever, but he is the best reliever in the game. So you have to pay a premium. But I've already gone over the stats since 2015, a 3.05, but in the last 2 years with 110 innings, a sub-2 ERA. That'll get the job done. I mean, there was also a time in the 2019 All-Star game, I believe he struck out the side. Maybe it was the 2018 All-Star game, but he pulled a Shane Bieber. He pulled a Pedro Martinez, just mowing people down. I would want him on my team, even if it took $60 million. That's how good he is. I would pay him $20 million, and especially considering his arm has been saved a little bit by a shortened season, expect him to come out and save 35 to 45 games with a sub-2 ERA and maybe even a 14 strikeouts per night. So let me talk about the A's real quick, because it's a very somber day. You really took him in from the Blue Jays and you made him one of your own. He had a rough season. He had a rough go at it from 2016 to 2017, or maybe even 2018. But unfortunately, just like the Indians and the Rays and a lot of other teams, we might be in small markets, but I think we are just unfortunately victims of cheap owners. You are known for churning out amazing closing pitcher after amazing closing pitcher. You have Raleigh Fingers, you have Dennis Eckersley, you have Jason Isringhausen, you have Andrew Bailey, you have Houston Street, you have Blake Treinen, and now Liam Hendriks. So unfortunately, you lose Liam Hendriks. Yes, that is the main topic of today's video. But fortunately, whoever runs that organization, yes, they're cheap, and yes, they have to work with the Moneyball approach, but for whatever reason, they are so good at pinpointing who is going to be a dominant relief pitcher, whether it's for 1 year, whether it's for 2 years. I mean, because Blake Treinen a couple years ago had one of the best relief seasons in the history of this beautiful game. So that pretty much does it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, just to recap, Liam Hendriks is going to the Chicago White Sox for 3 years on $54 million. He is joining Lance Lynn. Remember, those are the two guys that the White Sox have traded for so far through the 2020-2021 MLB offseason. He has a buyout for the 4th year. I bet you he goes 4 years with the White Sox unless he implodes. Maybe he pulls a Craig Kimbrell and is not the same, but he joins a really stacked bullpen with Hoyer, Bummer, Crochet, Marshall, and like I mentioned, the two biggest issues: one, the manager, he's gone, and the bullpen. They've gotten better. You can't really say anything else about it. You tip your cap, even if you're a rival of the White Sox like me, because the Indians are getting worse while everyone else in that division is getting better, aside from the Minnesota Twins. What are the Twins doing? Can they sign Nelson Cruz or something like that? But thank you all so much for watching. Remember to go follow or subscribe to my brand new channel, More Fuzzy. The link is in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment in the comment section down below. Stay safe out there and enjoy the rest of your night. We're posting tomorrow, okay? I got a banger for you guys. I've been working on this script for I think 2 or 3 days now. Be subscribed, hit the bells, and we're gonna stir the pot a little bit. I'm excited.